Salutations YouTube and people of the interwebs. This is my FMDA17 put in advantage arms. Now I have shot this one, but these are 3D printed receiver, lower receiver. This one, it's still a little tight even though I filed it down to accept it, but you can get the mags in. I will show you what I'm talking about. Every one of these files that I got to put on my 3D printer have all had issues with accepting the advantage arms, and I'm pretty sure it's because of these rear humps. You'll see that if you watch the other videos. But as of for right now, I did get this one filed down enough to accept it when it cycles. I mean, that, I don't know if you could ask for a better barrel lineup. I mean, that bullet is aiming straight in there. Any failures that I've had so far with this one in shooting it has been ammo related, as in the round didn't discharge. This is the only one I have of the 1722 LE 1722s, but so far I might have had a couple of, it seems like, light primer strikes. But put the round back in, you can feed it back through and it'll eat it the second time. You know, I haven't had it go 3 times yet. Probably only had maybe 60 rounds through this so far, and so far it's functioning as it should, and it's actually very accurate. So quite pleased with this upper. Like I said, other than that fitment issue with these mags, you know, just get your file out, work on filing this part down, and it's quite smooth in there. But you know, I could remove more. But as for now, it functions, and I will keep it. There's the slide, Gen 3. I don't have any of these in Gen 4s because the files that were currently existing online were all Gen 3. These are the rails. I bought these DIY rails off of eBay. They're $45 each. If you buy 2, they go down to $40-50 a piece. Depends on how many of these you plan on doing. The other part you have to buy is a locking block and a lower parts kit. So yes, this isn't cheap. This really is not. It's not like I'm going to build a Glock for $300. No, especially in today's market. But these slides are. It depends on where you buy them. I've seen them on eBay for $260 something. Complete slide, and they come with a nice little baggie. Come in a bag, slide, mag, and speed reloader. But that's, so far, that's what I've got here. Is that bag that comes with this. And yes, I have shot this, and so far so good. Having no problems out of it. I will show you the other guns that I have. And on this video, I went ahead and I installed one of my 9mm barrels and springs on this one. This one's when the barrel comes back from Rock Island, it's going to be a TCM9R. That's what I just decided I wanted to shoot on this frame that I printed. But man, oh, that looks sexy. You know, I mean, I'm sitting here, I relish in this because these colors, I mean, look at the colors. I mean, you've got your DeWalt and your Cobalt right there. Boom, bang, bada bing. And they were printed off a 3D printer. Something you can build at home. Most parts of the country, this is legal if you live in a free country, or state, as you want to call it. If you live in the U.S., like California, Reno May does a lot of videos about these, and apparently California is quite frowning on the 3D printing idea. There's some other states that look like they're trying to get in on the we got to stop these 3D printed guns, ghost guns. But, I mean, I already own plenty of Glocks. It's not like I'm doing anything nefarious with these. My guns have killed less people than Ted Kennedy's car. You know, I mean, honestly, it seems like a new thing is, well, you know, we got to regulate guns because, you know, you can go rent a U-Haul truck and run through a crowd of people. Like in France, that happened a couple of years back. But I digress. I don't want to get into politics here. But this, like I said, I went ahead and put this barrel in so that you can see it with its barrel. Slide comes off just fine. No issues here. I may shoot some 9s out of this to test it while I wait on my arms core to return. But boy, I just think that looks so good. I really do. I'll talk about print orientation here, which is why I brought this into the picture, was just because I wanted to talk about, if you got a 3D printer and you're going to print one of these, print orientation. To me, it's very important. I'm showing all 3 of these in the videos because I'd like to talk about print orientation. But this is the 19. I'll have a video going up on this now. The 19, you can see the bottom of the frame was printed in this direction. The issue I've had with all 3 of these has been mag fitment. These mags will not go in, and as soon as you get to that little hump detent on the back here and here, they just won't go in. So this will have to be filed down if you decide to go on the Advantage arms. However, what's crazy about that is as soon as you throw a Magpul mag in there, it goes right in and locks up just fine. No issues. So if you were going to make this in 9mm, and I may take my Glock 19 slide, throw it on here, and stick a Glock 19 mag in and go fire it. I have a separate video on this on the channel if you'd like to check it out, but this is the Glock 19. And when I get ready to do some testing, maybe this weekend, I'll do some shooting videos of all 3 of these, since technically I do have the parts on hand to test them. I know this one, without filing, I could do this one on 9, use my Glock 19 upper. Like I said, I went ahead and grabbed one of my 9mm barrels and stuck it in here for my... But the thing is, like I said, the thing I want to talk most about is print orientation. When you're printing one of these on the bed, this one was printed in this direction. So this was the bottom, all the way down, and you can see how the frame come out. Most of your supports have all this. These are all supports I had to remove, and you can see how it left the gun looking. This one here was, get that mag out, break her down. Oh boy, no, it's not. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so this one here, my Cobalt gun was printed in this orientation on the bed. And you can see the layer lines, how they move at an angle like this. And that's how the frame turned out. And then this one here was printed upside down, which gives the cleanest aesthetic look on the outside. But you will have to do some extra cleaning in here to get all these parts to fit in here just right. But aesthetically, it looks quite pleasing. These guns are... You can get the files online, go to Control Pew and look them up. After you print one, you'll still have to buy these rails, locking block, and lower kit to get the lower done. Then you'll have to get a complete upper. And with the way the market is right now, this stuff is just dried up completely. And you're going to pay for it if it's available. But, you know, like I said, if you had the 17 Advantage arms, which they are available, they aren't super cheap, but I mean, you know, fire it off of this one, go on to this one, boom, there you go. I mean, everything's just, you know, so interchangeable. It's like I could take the 9 and throw the 9 on here. You know, it's extremely interchangeable. That one's a little tight on the 9, but hey, it still fits on there. And as far as I'm concerned, hey, why not? You know, but I just wanted to give y'all 3 examples of 3 different possibilities. Like I said, this video is mainly about this one, which I have filed that to fit. Big, let me kick that out. See? Get that out on. So far, I have fired it, no problems. Everything seems to work just fine. But like I said, I've shot this one quite a bit. I haven't shot these 2 yet. I may decide this weekend to take them out and put the 9mm on them, and then go run them just to see how they run. As for this one, I'm still waiting on barrel to come back from Arms Corps. As for this one, to get this mag to fit, I'm going to have to do some filing. So there's going to be a little more work on this one before I actually can put the 22 Advantage arms on here. This is the LE1923 Gen 3. So do not use on Gen 4. There is a new file drop on Control Q where you can get the Gen 4 frames. Haven't printed one yet. Just decided I'd stay with Gen 3 because that seems like what the community's mainly been focused on and working on right now. So I will just keep that. You know, I have some issues with this. If you want to check that video out, check that video out. But so far, everything seems to function decent on this one. I'll set that off to the side. Put the slide on here. Set this one off to the side since I've got a separate video on this one. And then this is the show. This one right here. This is the one I have shot and haven't had any issues out of it so far. And I may do a shooting video this weekend if I get time. But as for the ability to go and do this in your house, I say go for it. You know, why not? What's the problem? Not to mention the other things you can do with, say, a 3D printer. I mean, the idea of this is so cool. But for me, this one right here seems to be the most rigid, most strong because of the way it was printed. However, it's one of the most ugliest, and this filament just discolored when you tried to file it, which I really don't like that. From now on going forward, all of them are going to be printed this way. It's going to be this way or bust, just because I want an aesthetically looking gun that looks good. But you know, just wanted to share what these all came out looking like, and I will try to post some more videos before the weekend's out. And until then, everyone, you know, stay safe, keep shooting, and stay free.